Rob, it's time to start the show.
I don't want to start the show. Oh, it's been a.
Rob, we have to start. People are like expecting us to do a podcast tonight. I mean, it would
I'm
be
in. I'm.
it would be cool if we kind of.
I'm in mourning. I'm in mourning.
Why are you in mourning?
My droid died. And what really sucks is that
was it a protocol droid?
The problem is that I have to talk to you about it, and that's what sucks. It's not the fact that the droid died; it's the fact that I have to tell you about it.
Why me? What do I have to do with it?
Because I think it's your fault.
It's my fault. What did I do?
Because this is what I think. I think, I spent a good portion of the week reading some of your tweets and some of your articles, and I think you made my droid depressed, and I think my droid commit droidicide. I think that's what happened. I think it's your fault.
Or you weren't using the Force properly. I don't think you were thoroughly trained in the Force. You should come to the dark side, Rob.
I will not come to the dark side.
Come to the dark side where your phone will always work.
I will never join you. I say that very emphatically without a bead of sweat on my head. I'm not holding on over a giant tunnel. I must ask you, whose phone is working? Oh, God. And the really jacked up part is that you could probably turn on that first generation that you got sitting right there. That joker will still work.
Well, let's see, Rob.
No, let's not.
Will it?
No, I'll tell you what.
Will the 2007 iPhone start working all of a sudden?
Oh, God.
Here's an Apple logo. Let's see. Looks like it's booting. 2007 iPhone.
This is not what I'm talking about. It's not the fact that the phone died. It's just that I have to say it because I have to tell you can't send me the text messages. So I have to tell you. If there was a way I could have avoided saying you can't contact me, my phone's dead, I would have done it. But I still think it's your fault. I think my phone got incredibly depressed and it realized that it just couldn't measure up, and it just said I'm done. And it's your fault.
The boot time is insane on this thing.
All right, look,
I can't believe we should stomach this.
All right, I'm a woosah.
It's still booting, by the way. It works, but it's still booting.
I don't care. I am blocking you out.
Look, it works. The time is working.
I am opening up my heart chakra.
Unlocking it. Look at this app. Look at this.
I don't care. I am internalizing my droid ability. Ooh. I don't care. We're going to start the show. I don't care.
All I know is
I don't care.
2007 original iPhone connected to the Wi-Fi still works.
So don't care. But I brought it up, so it's my fault. It's my fault for even bringing it up.
It is your fault.
It's my fault for bringing it up. Anyway, my new droid will be here on Tuesday. My new turbo, and hopefully, I'm gonna tell you. I was sitting in there. I was literally sitting in Best Buy, and I was like, "Damn it, I gotta tell Geekonius." I was like, "Damn, I gotta tell."
Well, I must admit, I tried to behave for as long as I could.
I appreciate it, and I mean it was a rough day, and I've had Windows 10 trouble. We're gonna talk about all that in the show. I think I am centered. I think I have opened up my hosting chakras, and I think I am ready to embrace. I'm embracing you people. Oh,
you're ready to embrace the dark side?
No. I'm not embracing you, dude. I'm embracing all our great viewers, all our loyal listeners and watchers, and all those wonderful people out there on Al Gore's internet. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, look, here's an iPod. Isn't these things nice? It's an iPod Touch.
You're lucky I'm not the kind of host to just like.
This That's an Apple Watch. Look at that. Look at this.
Are you done?
Oh wow.
Are you done?
It all
All
works
right.
too.
Okay.
iPad Air.
Can I start the show?
Oh, I'm
Can I
sorry.
start the
I'm
show?
sorry.
I'm ready to start the show now. My
You
chakras are
ready?
open. My chakras are open. I'm ready to start the show. Okay.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
I'm ready when you're ready. I
Ladies and
mean,
gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for
Periscope.
the Black Geeks Podcast. Yeah, I can't Periscope either. Welcome. Appreciate you
Oh,
joining us. Yeah, shut it. Hey, oh, by the way, and I can't Periscope on the tablet because it's too outdated too. I know,
wow.
that's so funny. I would install Periscope, not compatible. I'm like, you suck. All right. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining the Black Geeks Podcast. Sorry, had a moment. I'm trying to get. I'm now on my hosting groove, ready to get started. Ladies and gentlemen, that guy over there in the hot robe, that's Darth Geekonius. Say hello, Darth Geekonius.
Howdy.
And we are your Black Geeks for this evening. How can we serve you? We will be giving you
How
some
can
of.
you serve us?
I think we're actually here for them, homeboy. I don't think that they're here for us. I think we're there. We're here for them. I think. Yeah, we're here for them. Although you're a Sith, so technically you just want to control them.
Actually, I don't want to control them. I want to give them structure and order.
Oh, is that what it
And
is?
the only way to do that is to
By
put me in charge.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not going to happen today. You had your opportunity. You did that last week, and you guys.
Yeah, I kind of bombed.
You didn't bomb, but you know,
I bombed really bad. I wasn't effervescent enough as a host.
Yo,
That's the problem. You have to be an effervescent host. I'm just
yo,
you might get one or two bubbles, but
I thought that was interesting. I left. I actually had to leave the house, and evidently I left my laptop up, and Darth Squirticus watched the show.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, doggone that Squirticus.
Yeah,
Walk out.
yeah, it was an accident. It was definitely an accident. Yeah,
I couldn't believe that. You're sitting here monitoring the show.
I believed it. I could believe it.
That was really nice of him. The Squirticus is so anyway. Okay, so let's go. So we're gonna be talking today about a couple of things. Basically, technically, if two people at a round table, it doesn't really matter if it's round at that point. I don't think so.
Yeah, we're more like at like a little round circle stool, two stools.
Yeah. We're pretty much like eating on a bar stool right now. So yeah, so it's this
with
is
a scone and a latte or something.
or something. So we're gonna hit you with your Sith news, and then we're gonna talk about a couple different things. I got a lot of tech stuff this week to talk about, but between me and Darth Geekonius, it really could go.
Are you about Skylake?
I'm not gonna touch Skylake.
Okay,
I didn't care about Skylake.
You know, it has a new motherboard socket again.
Huh? That's nice. And your video doesn't work again.
Really? What the hell? Are you serious?
Okay, wait. You're back. Wait a minute. Say something.
Something.
Ah, dang it. Your video's gone again.
OMG.
Oh,
this is what I get. This is really what I get. No, I'll tell you what this is what I get. I don't know how to just use the actual release software. Oh no. I have to always run the beta stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I had to always experiment with the stuff that's not out yet. And the problem with that is that when you do that,
all right,
it's not always compatible with software and stuff.
Yeah. So is this going to require another reboot like last week?
I didn't reboot last time. I
Not
did
last
some stuff with the camera.
It was the week before last. I'm sorry, it wasn't last week. It was the week before last.
I don't think I had to reboot. I don't remember what I did, but
well, I mean, you get your segments up. So, it's interesting. I never had these problems on my Lenovo, but like you said, you run the beta, so
I am so glad you brought up Lenovo because that's like the first item on Sif News.
Why am I not surprised?
I'm so glad you.
God, boy, Lenovo got hammered. I was like, oh, I just got hammered on all fronts this week.
They got caught doing some bad stuff.
Man, did they? So I tell you, this has been such a ridiculous week for me tech wise, between the news about Lenovo and all their stupid bloatware and spyware and all of the kinds of stuff, and then you just hammering point. I mean, your points were good. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and try to refute foolishness. But your points about Apple versus the Android iOS, the iOS system versus the Android. I mean, they were sound. They were sound. I definitely couldn't knock them. And then having so much fun installing Windows 10 this weekend. Good God Almighty! I told you.
You actually had issues?
Well, as I told you, I was going to roll it out. I was going to roll it out slow. I started with the laptop. I'm running on the laptop right now. No real issues. I didn't remove any documents. I just backed up a bunch of stuff. The install went very well. I've had no problems with it. Well, when I tried to do 7, whoa. Seven was very painful. I probably finally got that joker running about an hour before the show on one of my 7 machines. So now I'm very worried about doing it to my main machine. So what do you want to do? Because we got to do some Sith news, and you're still playing with your camera. Are you gonna get your camera together?
Who's playing with the camera?
You still don't have a camera, homie.
Can I have a second? I know, Rob.
I know. Look, I asked you if you needed to do a reboot.
Yeah, I guess I should.
So you
I'm not rebooting. I'm rebooting the camera. So I'm still here.
Okay,
I'm still, doing Sithy stuff, but I want to be able to let people see my smiling face.
Yeah,
and if not, they can always look at my little avatar.
I don't think I think I want to see your avatar for the entire Sith News. I'd rather not.
Why not? It's a nice avatar.
Yes, it is a very well done. The artist who did the avatar should be commended. I think it is a very good avatar.
I think he did a great job.
I mean, he added about 20 pounds to your face, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty good.
I actually thought it was accurate.
Oh, okay. Oh, awkward.
Awkward. You're right.
Awkward. Oh, look. Is it working?
Is it working?
Congratulations, your light sucks, but other than that, yes, you look.
That's by design.
Okay, tell you what. So before it dies again, ladies and gentlemen, I present you Darth Geekonius with the news of the week. Take it away, Darth Geekonius.
All righty then. As I was saying, we were talking about Lenovo. For those of you who
and on to the next segment.
As I was saying, a major PC manufacturer, Lenovo, got caught injecting Superfish adware onto some of their laptops. And basically what this does is it basically installs some code on the laptop. So that way, whenever you reinstall Windows, you can't do it without making sure you have all the bloatware from Lenovo. And that's kind of like a problem because by adding that code that screws with Windows, they kind of screwed up people's laptops. So yeah, here we go. Yet another PC manufacturer trying to force you to install their software rather than just let you run Windows like you want to use it. Way to go, Lenovo. This weekend was big because we had a lot of D23 news. The Disney Expo, it went off. It was a bang. We learned a lot of new things. For instance, Finding Dora. We got The Incredibles 2. We got the next Pirates of the Caribbean announcement. A custom Star Wars PlayStation 4. A custom Star Wars poster. We even got to see some of the I think it's Rogue Squadron. We got to see some of that. We got people got to see that Doctor Strange looks like Doctor Strange, and some Captain America clips came out, as well as a new clip for Star Wars. Live action Jungle Book, the new Alice in Wonderland. It just goes on and on and on and on. Minority Disney stories, animated stories. I mean, it just wow. D23 was big. I suggest you guys go look at all the news. look at the SIF news feed, specifically on Flipboard. I do a lot of article storage on Flipboard. Um, Ronda Rousey has been caught up on Twitter this weekend. Some artists, a lot of people out there, have been using Photoshop and other methods to put her as Captain Marvel. And so she's been sharing some of these tweets and some of this artwork. And I'm going to say, the more I've seen it on her Instagram feed and, on Twitter, I do see Ronda Rousey as Carol Danvers. So is this some kind of setup for her to angle for the part, or just people just came up with this idea and it kind of stuck? Who knows? But share your thoughts. What do you think about Ronda Rousey as Captain Marvel? Straight Outta Compton came out this weekend, and it was not without a lot of different news items. Like, for instance, this opening weekend, it made $56.1 million in the box office. That may sound like a big number when you think about it, because they only paid $28 million to make this movie. So they made all their money back and then some in its opening weekend. Unlike another movie that came out last weekend, which cost about $200 million to make and still haven't made 20 something million dollars. I think they're near 30 million.
Yo, can we go see that movie now? I know that we didn't actually call for a quote unquote boycott.
We can if we want to throw our money away. Okay. I have no desire to do such things personally. Beetlejuice 2 has been confirmed by Winona Ryder. There is going to be Beetlejuice 2 with Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice, of course, and Tim Burton. So, will we see any of the other actors, like Gina Davis, or who played their husband? It was the guy from The Office. Come on, what's his name?
Oh, I suck with names, man. I have no idea.
I can't even believe I can't think of his name. He's like in everything. It's a bunch of brothers. They all kind of look alike.
Michael Keaton?
No, not Keaton.
No, I'm sorry. Keaton played as he was Beetlejuice.
The guy he has
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Baldwin.
So we don't know if Gina Davis or Alec Baldwin was going to be in it, but we at least got Beetlejuice, right? Yeah, something.
I don't. I would. That's one of the movies that's so classic. I wouldn't want to see it redone, to be honest with you.
Well, it's not a redo. It's a part 2. So.
Okay. Well, so to me, a part 2 is about the same as a redo. All right. Whatever you say. Onward and upward.
Yeah, and for Bethesda fans out there, if you're like some of us and have moved on from Elder Scrolls like Skyrim, and unlike others of us who, well, not naming any.
Skyrim is my refuge. Don't judge me, dude. Don't judge me.
Well, if you were hoping for a new Elder Scrolls game, Bethesda has announced that, look, it's just not going to happen anytime soon. Their hands are pretty much tied with Fallout 4 coming up, and all the work supporting that, as well as the Elder Scrolls Online. So for a single-player Elder Scrolls game, they said, don't hold your breath. Maybe around 2020, maybe. We'll see. But that's all I got this week. It's pretty light week. I'm gonna leave it at that. Back to you, I guess. I mean, it's only
a
couple of us, so
yeah, absolutely. Back there we go. Take that off. Absolutely back to me.
Well, wait a minute. I said it was only a couple of us, but that wasn't true.
Yes, no. There are a couple. I mean, granted. Well, I guess it's a couple plus one. But ladies and gentlemen, so excited. Ghost has joined the show as well. What's going on, my man, Ghost?
What's going on, family?
What's happening, man? How you doing today?
I'm having a bunch of technical issues, but I'm good.
Yo,
your camera's working.
Yeah, this is like straight up Gremlin week. Oh my gosh! So real quick before I move forward, I want to give a shout out to all the great folks who are following us. I just pulled up our YouTube feed and I see the armchair commentary is hanging with us. Thank you so much. I've been riding with you a little bit on Scope this week, and
I
also
got my arm twisted enjoying that thing. Yo, somebody named Armchair Commentary was just like, get on Periscope. You should get on Periscope. And you know me, I just was like, okay.
I took a dry run at it myself, man.
I was just about to mention that. Yo, both you guys shock me. I mean, granted, I'm
Oh, did I just hear that correctly?
Yeah,
Ghost
yeah.
is on Periscope.
Yo, you were
Well,
following him? I followed him. I saw he was out in the woods somewhere. I know, that's right. You were in the woods. You were in your backyard.
yeah,
Oh no,
yeah.
we're not gonna do the survival show with Ghost, are we?
Hey, you know we
How
gotta
to
do
survive
something.
the zombie apocalypse with Ghost.
That's right. That's right. We collecting worms for the compost bin. We making mud patties. We doing it all.
You're not eating them though, right?
Now we're not eating them. We saving them for them hot days. We could cool off in the mud. Keep the mosquitoes off your back.
See,
But I
I'm
ain't
not gonna
rubbing it
say
on your
anything
back.
because
You
he
like
obviously knows more about this subject than I do. So I'm
obviously,
gonna be quiet.
obviously. But yeah, he was on scope. So I'm sorry. So I know just
What
to
are we
go to
calling it?
see.
The scope? Is that what they call it? The scope?
I mean, I call it the scope. It's Periscope. It's called Periscope. That's what it is. But let me finish. So we got Geek Soul Brothers. I see him. Soul Brother, what's going on, my man? How you doing? Good to see you hanging out in the chat as well. And of course, Geekonius just popped in there, and then I'm lurking when I'm not actually hosting. So I guess I'll get started. And with the roundtable for this week, since I was off last week, I mean, getting my main view here. Gosh, I don't know where to start. I want to end with Periscope because I think that's a better topic of discussion. So I guess I'll start with my experience with Windows 10. So I'm running. There's a number of computers in my house, and I was running everything from
Just a number.
7. Yeah, huh? Say again.
You said just a number.
There are a number of computers that are in my house. Several are bought, several are built, and I'll leave it at that. Um, so on the bought machines, I've decided to do a phase-in approach and install it on my 8.1 machine. That's my lovely Lenovo Y20 that it accepted and it seems to be running very well.
Does it have any
Um,
malicious code on it to ensure that you have to install their malware?
I have not run into anything, and they released. There was a release. There was an update that they released for. I don't want. It wasn't Windows Defender. But there's oh man, I'm drawing a blank right now. It may be Defender, but anyway,
Well, that probably didn't come from Lenovo.
no,
Windows
that
10 has actually been updated like 4 times since it's been released.
yeah, I've noticed. Oh, yeah, I've noticed that. But so I can't
Penny.
say. Yeah. Oh no, it has been several updates, but the update's been part of my problem. So anyway, so I'll try to condense this into as few words as possible. So the Windows 10 update on the 8.1 machine went flawlessly. It was very fast. It was very clean. I did not need to remove anything. All my applications, and it came right up. Windows 10 for Windows coming off of Windows 8.1 looked just about identical. Love the start menu. They changed some things, and it takes a little bit to get used to finding things. We're so used to seeing control panels. It's called settings now, which makes some sense. Um, I think what shocked me the most was after you finish the initial install and you actually go when you're about to log in, some of the things that they ask you what you want to do, a lot of it, how much data you want to share. Do you want to share your performance stuff with Microsoft? Somebody like me, I'm like, no, 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 no. There was things like, do you want to? Again, I'm trying to be succinct here. There was another portion of it where it asked, did you want to connect to servers? Did you want to let other people connect to you? I'm like, hell no, hell no. I want to connect to I don't want to go anywhere. But I understand that, and this goes to something Geekonius said a long time ago that we never did a show about, but we have to do a show about at some point where you talked about ecosystems, because I am now, after this week that I've had between Windows 10 and my phone, offing itself because of depression because of Geekonius.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's your fault.
That's definitely it.
I really I truly appreciate the ecosystem, and the moment I really appreciated it was once I installed 10, and you already and get your Windows login, and you log. I already had my login because I had my 8.1. But wow, just the concept of I could go to my laptop to my desktop. Now, if I probably won't get a Windows phone. I like my Android, but it would make so much sense going into Geekonia's thing about ecosystem. It would make so much sense to have all three systems together so that everything flows. So all your between your contacts, your calendar, and one thing they offered you, did you want to upload your music onto OneDrive? And I sat there and thought about that. I'm like, wow, because I have, I have a library, like an Amazon library, and then I've got like just CDs that I've had forever that I've all uploaded to my computer. And to just think about that, like, wow, all that's in the cloud. Now, granted, I'm not talking about anything that hasn't been out for a long time because iTunes obviously does that, but I don't live in that ecosystem. But I know. I like my ecosystem very much. Thank you very much. But anyway, so it was very interesting. So everything went fine with 8.1. The 7 update was a beast. It went.
That's putting it mildly.
The install went well, but it took a long time. But I had like it's like a 1 terabyte hard drive in there, plus a add-on. I think totally it's about 1.25 terabytes. And so it was maddening because what was happening, I kept losing connectivity. It would just drop. It would just continuously drop my both. I have a wireless and a hard line. It kept dropping it. And it would just say no connectivity. And I mean, you go through, you re-enable the port, nothing, over and over and over again. So I just kept at it and kept at it and kept at it. I kept trying to go back ways. Finally got it running. And so I think I'm okay now. So far, I haven't lost connectivity in the last several hours. So I think I'm through the hard part on that. So, but it was very painful. It was very annoying that I went to the Windows Update and I actually couldn't update. Like you used to go to control panels, go to update, and you just you want to search for update. It didn't allow you to do any of that, and so I was fairly surprised. But it looks as though they fixed that because the new installs, once I got the version, especially on the old 8.1 machine. So anyway, this is pretty boring. I'm just gonna stop here because it looks like Geekonia has finally fixed his video. So now he's so great he's gonna broadcast himself twice. But so
so nice I had to broadcast twice.
So nice you had to broadcast twice. But yeah, so mixed review. It went really well on the 8.1, the 7. I need to give it a couple of days to see if everything is working all right. So, yeah, it very interesting. But I can say it's nice to see some things they added in there. I saw they added kind of nice little photo editor. I was really hoping that they would do that. But it's really cool how you can really see the elements where they talk about do you want to go to tablet view and so forth and so on. And you can actually see how Geekonia's ecosystem comes into play where you have your desktop, tablet, cell phone, and all of it synced together. And I'm like, I get it. I got it before, but I really got to, it really set in when I could set my calendar and like if you want to share and upload music. So anyway, it was like, I really see the benefit of that. Not having to say, oh, I have to plug up to get this music off this machine. Upload all of it to OneDrive and call it a day. I thought it was pretty cool. All right, I guess I'll go into my thing about Periscope, and this is since all you guys that are on, we all can kind of discuss this. So this is my second week on Periscope. I've really seen some really great, powerful Periscopes in that time. But you know what I realized is that Periscope is going to become, Periscope's by Twitter. Periscope is going to get congested really, really bad. And I don't mean in terms of network traffic, but it's almost like now, you know how on Twitter, you kind of have to be watching your feed to really get the stuff that you want to see and hear, and otherwise you have to favorite it and you get special notices about it. My Twitter following has grown exponentially since last week, and I realize now I'm sitting there or I'm driving or I'm at the barbershop, and I just hear periscopes drop in like bing, like bing, like bing, and I'm like, wow. At some point, I'm gonna want to stop following, or just silent them, and just get the notifications. Because if you think about it, as you go along, you're gonna pick up more people you're gonna want to watch and want to follow. But at some point, you're gonna get so many that you're always gonna be wanting to go and watch someone else. And so I'm like, I'm driving, I'm at work, and I hear these periscopes dropping. I'm like, okay, I know I got 24 hours to watch them. I can watch them later. But man, it's something when you really think about it. That Periscope is gonna really grow to the point where, you're always gonna want to be watching your favorite people. And granted, like if it's like a DVR, you can watch them later, but still, you're gonna hit a level of saturation that you'll be spending hours watching periscopes, whether live or recorded. So
yeah, it's like YouTube on steroids, actually, to me.
Yeah, it really is. It really is, because it's live. I mean, and it's really cool. I mean, I follow Roland Martin, and man, just to see like the places he goes and things that he does, and I love the way Roland Martin broadcasts, because he doesn't interact too much with the people. But he really lets he just kind of talks to the people who are around him and just lets it flow. And he broadcasts concerts, and he was at a charity event, and I mean, man, and being able to follow some people like that, and then there was a sister that I follow who was just dropping crazy knowledge, and just so impressed.
So you're using Periscope for serious stuff.
Because
I'm gonna tell you, the most I've done. I've actually watched the unboxing and testing. Well, not the unboxing, but the Samsung Galaxy Note reveal. I watched that. I don't remember who was doing it, but some tech website. Maybe it was Engadget or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing the Galaxy Note. They were demoing it, and people were asking questions. And people went bananas because it didn't have an SD card slide and something else. People just lost their minds over that. But other than that, I've been watching Armchair Commentary because she talks about Game of Thrones a lot, so that's interesting. But and she's snitching. Yeah. She's snitching, giving stuff away on her Periscope that should not be, That's what they say the internet is dark and full of spoilers. So there's your warning. If you're going to be on Periscope watching Armchair Commentary, beware. She's going to spill all the beans for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's just
I haven't followed too many people. I haven't followed too many people. I just kind of got on it because my wife was like, you need to get on this thing. Y'all need to do some live scopes on Black Geeks. Y'all need this, so I got on it. I was trying to do some from work, but then I thought about it, and I had to stop.
That's probably not a good idea.
No, definitely no.
It would have been hilarious, but I couldn't do it.
Well, if you do the correct ones,
There's never a correct one, man. I tell you, boy.
I can only
stupid. That's all I can tell you.
I can only imagine the Periscope feed, but I know my first Periscope was kind of awkward.
Awkward isn't quite the word I would use. I was sitting there, yo.
I took the Sith robes off. I took the robes off.
Yo, you went. I'm so glad that joke was gone, because I watched that thing. I'm like, what is he doing?
Well, that's why I did it, because I knew it wasn't gonna. It was gonna disappear at a certain point. So I said, I'll do the full reveal. And
homeboy gave a house tour. I was like,
wow.
I gave an Xbox tour.
I mean,
you know they got this thing called Catch or something like that. So when you do your periscopes, it'll get saved to another forum where you could actually go back and look at it as often as you want.
Yes.
I'm not ready for that yet. That's Periscope 2.0.
Yeah, me either, man. That's why mine was like real stupid, and I just wanted to get it out and see what it was like. It's kind of weird doing it live because every mistake is just It's
But
easier to do
it's so
video
real.
and say, no, I don't want to do that, and then do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't worry about mistakes. I mean, I just kind of roll with mine. I try to talk about positive stuff when I can, or I don't like talk about my life too much. I think I did one scope Friday, as I was leaving the grocery store, talking about something, and they're like, oh yeah, and that's I showed my iron steed. But yeah.
That's what's up the face. I see him.
Yeah, I was just about to say,
I'm
ladies and
sorry.
no. It's perfectly fine. You know, we're all covering things, ladies and gentlemen. His royal awesomeness has joined the show. I present to you King Face, brother. What is happening with you this evening?
Just got back from a birthday dinner. Let me tell you something.
Uh-oh.
Now, I mean, I don't want to go off topic, but we talk about this.
It's a roundtable.
No, because it's crazy.
Get a Periscope. You ain't got to tell us.
You know what? If I had a Periscope, because this is a phenomenon that I'm still trying to rock with. See, all these new things, I'm always skeptical at first because I'm like,
This is actually one of the new ones that's actually good, I think.
I hear what you're saying, but still, it's going to take me a minute anyway. But I'm sitting there, and so we had this plan. Now, first of all, people, let me tell you something. If we have a plan, I'm not a person that likes change at the last minute. Okay, so for example, if you say, hey guys, I'm about to buy you Burger King, come to my house with Wendy's if you want to and see what happens. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you can't just throw stuff at me like that. So I'm sitting here thinking Maggiano's. So I'm like, Maggiano's. I'm hyped. I'm thinking I'm going to bring home a big cheesecake and everything. I'm about to eat me a strawberry cheesecake with everything on it. Maggiano's. At the last minute, we ain't going to Maggiano's. We going to a Indian curry spot. I'm like, what? You know I don't play that stuff. So I'm like, oh, man, not Maggiano's, not calamari, not cheesecake, Indian curry spot. So
Butter
we go to this
chicken bacani.
So we walk up in there,
chickpea.
right out the gate. It's this joint up in
Curry
Fairfax.
chickpeas.
So you know when you first walk up in there, it just don't look right. I don't like judging a book by its cover. I'm just saying. It ain't look right. There's a 7-Eleven right next door. So obviously we have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So we walk up in there, dude's taking orders, don't know what's going on, didn't have enough chairs for everybody at first. I'm like, oh man, here we go. And we pretty much had the majority of the tables in the building because our party was huge. We ordered the food. They forgot to bring out my order. How you do that? Everybody else gets their garlic.
What did you order?
I ordered lamb masala and a garlic naan. I didn't get my damn garlic naan.
Oh, that's
I'm like, where's my garlic naan? You know what I'm saying? Then everybody want to order chicken wings. I'm like, why are you going to order chicken wings at an Indian curry spot? That's dumb. So I was like, okay, well, the chicken wings come out. Well, they're not that good. Why you order chicken wings at an Indian curry spot? You see what I'm saying? That just don't make no sense. That's like going to IHOP talking about I want a damn steak and cheese sandwich. That's stupid. So anyway, after all of that, my chicken masala came out. Or no, now I got the chicken masala. I got the lamb masala, and it was actually pretty damn good. Food was all right. I'm mad about my garlic naan bread because it came out crazy late, and I was halfway done with my meal. So yeah.
Do you still have it?
Yes.
I'll be over tomorrow.
Good luck with that.
But took your blood pressure medication because it looked like your blood pressure's a little high, bro.
It is high.
He look upset. He had his mouth.
Because you know what?
He had his mouth water for that
garlic
cheesecake.
naan. The garlic naan bread was good. The lamb marsala was good, but I wanted my damn cheesecake with the damn
I hear you.
calamari. And
Let's go to Cheesecake Factory tomorrow. Me and you, we can go to Cheesecake.
it's not the same, man.
Why can't go? Why can't go?
Because you don't want it. That's
You
why.
don't eat because it's not chocolate. So you
Yeah, what's happening?
Whoa. Have you seen the size of the chocolate cake at Cheesecake Factory? How are you going to tell me I don't want Cheesecake Factory?
No, see, we're talking. I'm not talking about Cheesecake Factory. I was like, I want to go to Maggiano's. And in between when he said that, I said, damn that, I want my Maggiano's. It's not the same.
Okay. I was like, what?
Cheesecake Factory is good.
You know what? I have to
cheesecake.
tell Face is right. We went to Maggiano's. Was it Potbelly birthday?
Yes.
Yeah, when Potbelly had his birthday a few months ago, we went to Maggiano's, and that strawberry New York style cheesecake hands down, the best cheesecake I
I
ever
mean,
ate
don't
in my
get me
life.
wrong. You go to Cheesecake Factory, they got all the different types. You could go there and get some exotic, great cheesecake. Maggiano's only has the
You mean
one.
like Junior's?
Oh no, no.
Okay, okay,
Blasphemy.
okay, okay.
Juniors don't compare to any one of these. But what I'm saying is, the Maggiano's is good
Really?
because it's only the one, and so they put all they can into one. They only have strawberry. They ain't got any extra stuff.
I'm saying a straight up New York style cheesecake. They knock most people out the box. I haven't had Junior's just plain cheesecake in a while.
Juniors is off. That's the one.
I've never ate Junior's like just plain cheesecake though.
What?
No,
Where
I'm
you
always,
from? Oh, you from North Carolina?
I'm from Jersey.
Wow.
You know I'm from Jersey. Shut up.
Whatever, dude.
I lived in North Carolina 2 years.
But you ain't never ate Junior's?
You was just visiting.
No, I said I didn't have Junior. I've never had Junior's plain cheesecake.
Okay, wait.
I always got a type of cheesecake, like
Hold on.
like with something on it.
This is Black Geeks Podcast.
We're geeking on cheesecake.
Yo,
This is like
cheesecake.
This is a round table.
Oh, that's right. We're round
This
table.
is a round table.
We trying to lower the brother's blood pressure. He a little pissed about Maggiano's. All right.
This is a round table. Listen. Look it.
Look at Linda. Linda.
You're not listening to me.
Yeah.
So this is a round table.
Listen, Linda.
And and food is kind of geeky too. If you somebody like me who watch like HGTV and Food Network all day, that's geeky. So we have the right to talk about who has the best cheesecake. In fact, look, even Bison in on this. Though he dissing Cheesecake Factory, he said that's so 1992.
No. The real diss is the next line. That's the next line.
Well, Red Lobster off of Branch Avenue.
Wow.
That's, you know what? Wow.
What do you say?
If he's talking about the Red Lobster, I think he is. That is hilarious because I just left that Red Lobster like last week. I think we're talking about the same one. He says Maggiano's is for great for big events. Yeah, that family meal, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We was 20 deep, so family style.
Perfect.
Yeah, so at least that's what I was expecting. I mean, like I said, I know there's better restaurants than Maggiano's, but Maggiano's is good. It's like, hey, we got a birthday, let's go to Maggiano's. You can't miss with that, and I'm on point with the cheesecake.
I'm gonna be honest though, I personally would have preferred the Indian restaurant over Maggiano's.
That's because something's wrong with you. But
I like Indian food. I like Middle Eastern food. I love Mediterranean.
It's okay, but I wouldn't prefer Maggiano's.
I would have missed that cheesecake though.
I'm not a fan.
I've sworn to eat that cheesecake again.
You should have went and got the cheesecake anyway.
Anyway, about some tech stuff.
You should have just made everybody go out of their way to get.
Oh, since it's a round table, I can pretty much talk about whatever I want, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the rules. Anybody listen on the show right now or listening, has anyone read issue 145 of The Walking Dead, the latest issue? Anybody? I'm looking in the chat room.
No, on 123. Don't say nothing.
Please don't say nothing.
Oh, God.
I'm on 123. Don't say nothing.
Because I'm going to be binging tomorrow since I ain't got nothing else to do because I have to get my car repaired.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the VW got slaughtered. I was just telling somebody about that today.
And you for real just did that anyway?
Somebody just lied.
Yeah,
no, we were talking about.
He just pulled a pot belly.
No,
he just pulled a pot belly.
Yeah.
That's what he just did.
Yeah, and tried to do it without us noticing.
I didn't bring it up to make you mad. I brought it up to talk about people who lie when they know they're wrong. We were talking about how I almost got into an accident on my way back today. And I was like, the crazy part is, had the dude hit me and no one would have stayed and gave testimony, he could have just lied and pulled a fast one. And I was like, yeah, that happened to so-and-so the other day. And they was like, really? And so it just triggered my mind. That's
exactly what happened.
And, because then my wife was like, yo, She was turning. There was nobody out there. Sunday afternoon. The girl hit her when she was turning the lane. Got out and said, "I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention."
Wow.
They exchanged information. Next thing you know, the girl father calls and was like, "Yeah, the insurance company was like, we not at fault." And the wife was like, "She hit me because she was on her phone, and she said she wasn't paying attention." Well, my daughter's saying she didn't say that. And I'm like, boy, maybe people need to start wearing body cameras. Maybe everybody need the dashboard cam now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you be on your phone or doing whatever that dude was doing. He wasn't watching, and I got hit, and as a result, I'm gonna be the one to get hit off because there was no cameras and the cops wasn't actually there. So they're like, oh well, based on just basic information, his lane was the right lane. I'm like, dude, he wasn't watching. I was already in the damn lane turning, and he just kept going. When everybody else stopped, this clown kept going because he wasn't looking and hit me. I didn't hit him. He hit me.
Wow.
At full speed, and then he didn't even hit the brakes. Dude, I was his brakes. I was the one that slowed him down because I got banged. I was like, come on, man, you got to know. If I see somebody turning when I'm in that lane, I press my brakes. I don't give a damn if we collide or not. I'm hitting the brakes. He ain't hit the brakes. There was no breakage on his side. He wasn't paying attention. But when the cops got there, it was, well, I don't know what happened. I'm like, you motherfucker know what happened. Oh, my bad.
Wrong show. Wrong show, Eddie Murphy.
My bad. My bad. See, you gotta be talking about some. All right.
Well, let me do a diversion a little bit.
Let's get to the geek show portion. But it's roundtable. Let's do this roundtable.
So Bison said that he has read issue 145 of The Walking Dead. So I feel like since we're doing the roundtable and we got one viewer who's actually read it,
you want to spoil it.
Then I can discuss it.
You know what? Go ahead.
Really?
There's more things that I've read that you haven't. And I'm just going to be a spoiling devil for the rest of 2015. Go on and do it.
Oh, hell no. No, man.
No. Never mind. No.
You want to do it?
No. Because he'll be okay with this. And then he'll do something that he know going to piss me off. You know, he'll wait for that moment. He'll wait for that one moment and be like,
Let it go.
It'd be like Jim dies in the last episode. Like, what?
Go ahead and do it, man.
No, dude, let it go.
I'm just going to say issue 145 is a banger. 144 was a banger, actually. I'll put it this way. I'll say this much because I did publish this in my article.
What? I'm sorry. What article?
I did a review of issue 145 on our website, theblackgeeks.com.
Theblackgeeks.com. That the website where we have all nice, fresh articles written by various members of the Black Geeks. That one.
Yes, and we're also on Apple News. If you have iOS 9 on your current iDevices, make sure you add the Black Geeks as a news source, so that way you can get your updates in your Apple News feed. But no, sir, what I said, a lot of people, if you've been reading the comic book, it was really ebbing and flowing really well, and then issue 100 kind of shocked everybody. Then there was some stuff, there was some stuff that came around, and it kind of got dry for a while. For like 20 issues, it seemed like not much anything was happening. So now business is picking up, and it all started with Mr. Carl. That should shock anybody if you watch the TV show. But Carl, in his quest to become a man, has pretty much set in motion a bunch of problems, which, you would think the least, the biggest problem is making sure you have protection in the zombie apocalypse, but apparently, that one act set up several issues of pain and suffering, concluding the issue at 144 and Fallout 145, and now let's just say two close friends might be going to war. We might have a a situation where a certain person and another certain person, you know, go at it for the first time, like for real. It's that bad. And yeah, yeah. All I'm gonna say is, if you're not on the comic book, you should get on it. There's other comics too, like I've caught up on Darth Vader and Star Wars, and of course Rob is reading Injustice.
Injustice. Superman getting his ass whooped.
By who?
Oh, I'm not gonna spoil that. You need to watch. You really need. Yo, he's gotten his butt whooped by several different people at this point, and it is so freaking epic. It is so epic.
God, I feel like I'm really missing some stuff.
Well,
anybody's caught up on Under the Dome?
Oh, I think I'm 2 episodes behind. I binge watched 2 weeks ago, so excuse me, I'm several weeks behind right now.
Okay, I'm just 1. They've gone completely crazy.
Yo, after the first and second episode, I was like, where are they going?
It, man.
You're not feeling. That's because you love the book too much.
No.
Yeah, because I'm just like,
you gotta let go.
Dude
You gotta let go of the book like episode 3 of the first.
It's hard. It's hard to do. Anybody saying? I mean, you could sit there and try to be objective if you want. If you read a really good book and they come out and there's a show or a movie, I don't care how objective you try to be. It's difficult to know a story and then see it get butchered. That's always going to be an issue. Yeah, and the best consolation you have is whether or not they told a good story in its place. Like I don't know if any of you ever read Gone Girl. Have any of you ever read that?
No, I've been meaning to read Gone Girl.
But have any of you seen the movie?
Nope, I still haven't seen the movie either.
Well, the movie wasn't bad, but she put it out there before the movie came out that it detoured away from the book a little bit, including the ending. And it was like, I was like,
But did it improve on the book?
It wasn't a bad movie. Let's just say that particular woman is an awesome writer, but I hated the ending anyway. So it didn't change. It out of all the stuff it changed, it didn't change that. So, but it was a decent movie. I didn't hate the movie. I just never liked the ending in general. And it was just like, all right, so that's that.
Did they keep the ending?
Yes, which was weird since they made all those changes. It's just kind of weird. So it just made it even weirder. But when you get a movie that's not that bad, you can say, okay, it's not the book, but okay. But when it's really going bad, then you can't help it. You can't help it.
Yeah, I tried, man.
Really, Rob?
What?
I just read your comment on.
Dude, no. Okay, so you jumping off his point. Like, look, I'm serious. They just lost me with the whole cocoon thing. It's just kind of, and the thing is that I'm sticking around for this thing because I'm trying to figure out the dome, and I just it's gone a little bit too far to the right on me. I'm
gonna tell you something, because and this is just me reading a book. I don't know where they're gonna go with the movie. I really don't. I mean, show. But if you read the book, the reality is, and this is for people who's really trying to figure out just the dome. The dome isn't the story. So if you are waiting to understand the dome, you're gonna be upset, because the dome. It's not the dome that's a story. It's the effects of the dome. They're going to eventually. I mean, if they're going to try to stretch a season or 2 or 3 out of this,
this is season 3.
Okay, so then you're not going to know about what the dome is. Hell, in the book, it's one of those Stephen King things where people say sometimes the ending seems rushed because he comes up with this amazing story and he just ends it on some crap just so he can say he ended it. And in some of his books, he'll even say, "Nah, if you really enjoyed the story, I wouldn't read any further." You know, he actually puts that in his books.
Yeah, like the Dark Tower.
Yeah, Dark Tower, Desperation.
Hey, the Dark Tower was dope, though. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was dope, but
Until
even
you
in the
read
book,
the
he
last
said,
chapter.
you know, what was the other one? Black Sunday or whatever. And it was like, you know, he goes, if you really appreciate this book, don't read any further, because he's putting things to an end, and it's some crazy foolishness, and it's like, it gets like, really, and he probably puts that in there when he doesn't realize what he wants to do. But the Dark Tower, I mean, not Dark Tower, Under the Dome, it's one of those. It's a concept that's awesome, but it's mostly about the effect of the people inside when they realize, hey, no one can get in and we can't get out, and truth be told, no one can tell us what to do.
Under the Dome would have worked better as an HBO series.
I think so.
That could have went. They could have went a couple of seasons with it if they would have stayed true to the book, because they could never do on network television what actually happens in the book.
No, they cannot.
You know, Junior was crazy for real. Like in the TV show, the guy who plays Junior, he's not bad, but you know, as far as being crazy and awkward. But in the book, that Junior was killing people and sleeping with his girlfriends in the pantry.
I'm gonna go hang out with my girlfriend.
And he was partially crazy because he had a he had a tooth. You know, and it was like, and Rennie was crazy. They were closer to the intent of the book in the first season, and then they just started straying away. And I guess they figured, let's just milk this and make it a sci-fi show. So now it's at the point now where you're just watching it to see what's going to happen next, which I guess is what their intent was. Cause I don't ever see any resolution in sight. Because when you think you have resolution, they come up with some crazy twist again.
Interesting. I don't know.
I'm just not feeling it. Yeah.
You mentioned HBO. I was wondering if you guys saw the article that Sesame Street is moving to HBO.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't mention that in the news.
I was surprised too, but you know, but no, you mentioned HBO and it just made me think about it. I don't know how people feel about it. You know, mostly it's a monetary move because it's going to allow them to increase their production from 18 shows to 35 shows a season, which obviously is good for the actors and the puppeteers and everyone. It's actually good for everyone overall. I think the difficult part is the end result on the viewer, that the new episodes, you have to wait 9 months. You'll be able to see them on HBO, but you have to wait 9 months for them to go to public, to PBS. So I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, I guess ultimately, if it's,
it probably won't matter when you think about it. Because they show reruns all the time anyway.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that I don't think really people are going to notice. I think it's just kind of I guess it's a little bit of a sad thing that, and many of us grew up on it, that the public, you know, the people weren't able to give it the funding that it needs.
I didn't watch it growing up personally.
I did.
I watched Mr. Rogers and
watched all of that.
And Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow, Mr. Rogers, Sesame Street.
A lot.
What was it, Today's Special?
The Electric Company.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
See ya. Hope you had a good time.
Today's Special.
So armchair commentary. She corrected me. She says that they're not moving. They're producing on both networks, and that's interesting because that's not the way I understood it when I read it. It sounded as though that it didn't. That's not the way I understood it when I read it. But I could look at that. Who's getting periscopes? Somebody's getting periscopes.
These are getting hot. I'm sorry. I gotta.
You know that's my house.
Lord,
that's my house. The periscope. I'm sorry.
No, wait a minute. Armchair is taking it back.
She's walking it back. But
and Biden said Stephen King wrote the script for the season 2 premiere. That is sad.
Wow. We're talking about Under the Dome again. But anyway, Face, you mentioned earlier. Did you see Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah.
So, as part of the roundtable, I mean,
so
granted,
what does everyone say?
I mean, you got a piece of it already. What'd you think about it?
I thought that. Yeah, listen. I walked up out that joint, want to go back and make my own self get a Jerry curl. You know what I'm saying? I want a Jerry curl again. Look, first of all, I think I was watching an interview with Ice Cube and Dre, and one of the things they was talking, he was like, they're doing a biopic, and he thought it was weird because he don't feel like it's been that long, which it's been almost 30 years. 27 years ago when they first started, which is weird, but it just felt like he's, a lot of the people who was into that kind of thing it's still kind of, I don't want to say fresh, but it's not like a forgotten piece. So he felt weird doing it, but at the same time, I thought it was awesome. And is several things that you could take out of that. One, the stuff that they was going through, you would think we wouldn't be going through those things anymore. So that was kind of weird, because one of the things was I called Geekiness before he got on the road. Before I went to watch the movie, I saw there was a news, they was doing on the news, they were like, basically it was like a quick blip, quick interview about how everybody across the country, and mostly in Los Angeles, the city police made sure there was extra security in the movie theaters.
Yeah, because we shooting at the movie theater.
Like we shooting at the movie theater.
And I was like, wait. He's like, so they had the woman on there. They had the chief of police for a watch. It was like, so what are you doing to beef up security? Well, we want to make sure the people are protected. That's our first. And I was like, what?
Shut the front door.
It kind of got, and I was like, are we really doing that? Because they coming out with an NWA movie. Now all of a sudden, you feel like you're at peril. I mean,
nah. They want to call the cops. They should do that for the Public Enemy movie.
Yeah. But it's funny.
I want to disagree with you.
Though. That's real talk.
It's funny because watching that, and it's like you felt like, hey, there was to me, maybe it's because I'm older now. I was like, after all of that, nothing changed. While it's like, oh, everybody's walking around in the Jerry curl and tight pants. It's 1987. Fast forward to 2015, we doing the same stuff, and so that I think
except this time the guys wearing the tight pants.
Yeah. But I'll say all of that to say, even though we all knew how things were going to end, to me that whole thing is still kind of fresh in my mind.
Beats headphones.
Yeah. Listen, I had one of my little boys that I used to coach with. He was like, "Hey, why come they didn't show him making the beats?" And I was like, "Dude, shut up," because they're like 13 years old. So it was like when they was watching it, it was like
I beat up D Barnes.
I swear you, my son sat there. Whatever, dude. My son sat there. My son sat there and he was watching and he goes, "That looks like the guy from Are We There Yet?" And I said, "Dude, that is Ice Cube in the movie, and that's his son." He was like, "He used to be a rapper?" I said, "Oh, that's right. We haven't watched Boys in the Hood yet. Don't worry, we're gonna do that tonight." You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy just watching it, and then seeing some of the stuff that, like I said, most of it you knew, but then there was some of the inside stuff that was like, "Oh, I know that. Oh, I know that." Like you knew that why they split up, and you kind of knew with all the diss records and stuff, but you didn't really know certain things. I mean, it's hard to tell what you read and whatever. And so just kind of watching that, I guess there was a little bit insight on that, but watching the whole thing, how they formed and all that stuff, that was awesome to watch. I enjoyed the movie. I'd go watch it again easily.
It seems like the whole internet agrees that this is a movie to be seen. It made all its money back. We did talk about that in SIF News. It cost them $28 million to make it. And they made $56 million
this weekend. And it was just like, it felt like, it felt like watching Boys in the Hood 2.0, just without Ricky getting popped. But, it just...
Man, that was jacked up when Ricky got shot.
It was. But it just felt like, I would go watch it if I was you. Because it was more, and I've always said this, there was more to it than that. I mean, if you remember back then, NWA was like, it's like iconic. Now, don't get me wrong. We can have a topic of discussion as far as when do we feel hip-hop was taking its downfall, and some people say when NWA came out. And I would agree with you, but I wouldn't say it was NWA. Hear what I'm saying. When they say it, I don't agree, but I'm not going to argue the point if you think about it in terms of what was happening. When NWK, if you actually listen to the music, you really wouldn't be saying that. However, it was the mindset. NWA came out with that, straight F the police and all that stuff. They was raw with it. So what ended up happening, where hip hop was about who had the best skills, and it still kind of was when they were out, it gave birth to people like Master P and No Limit Records, and then let's just cuss all up and down. And then when you watch the movie, you realize some of the songs and stuff they came out with afterwards. Because you remember, NWA had some real crazy stuff out, but that was kind of counterproductive to some of the stuff that they was actually rapping about at first. And even Ice Cube came out and he was like, that was one of the reasons why he left, because they want to put their own spin on it. And it was like, it stopped being our song and it stopped being about us, and it started being about, well, it would sell if y'all started talking about girls and booties and TVs and stuff instead of all this F the police and talk about why you struggling. We don't want to hear that. And it became more about that, and you could tell in their music, let's say, in like after 94 or after 93 or whatever, it was a little bit different. They kind of touched on that, so it was kind of interesting. We all know the music business is kind of shady like that anyway.
I personally think, since you raised the question, I think hip hop died at the Biggie and Tupac personally, because see, here's the thing: people can say your NWAs and your Ice-Ts or whatever help glorify the gang mentality and things of that nature. Like Bison just said, NWA killed the conscious rap movement. I don't think so, and I say that because they existed in a world of rap where that was there too. So it was okay to have different expressions, if I'm making any sense. So like,
yeah.
At the same time NWA was saying F the police and talking, different things they were saying, you still had Public Enemy, you still had Rakim, you still had you get what I'm saying? You still had the same players, and nobody. So it was okay to have different artistic expressions of what's going on in the streets and where you're trying to direct people. Whereas once Biggie and Tupac left the scene when they were killed, it all congealed to be one type of message. And the message was just changed based on what location of the country you were coming from. So it went from, it went straight to money, cash, hoes in the North, but then in the South, they were saying the same exact thing, just a different way. But when NWA was around, you had different messages all at the same time, if that makes sense.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I just don't. I think the concept is dying. I didn't think it died with NWA. I said dying. It started the process.
No, I'm saying some people believe
even if you listen to NWA, even some of their raw stuff, you actually listen to the words. There was some jewels in there. You might not have liked how they came at you, but that was the point. That was the point. They came at you and it was real rollick, but they actually had stuff like a lot of Ice Cube stuff outside of the diss records, and that's why I always liked him as one of my favorite lyricists of all time. His stuff is real. His stuff has nothing but messages and jewels in it. You just don't like the way he come at you. You don't like the Jerry curls and the frown and that mean mug. But if you actually listen to the words,
I know better. He gave me the biggest kiddie movie, and he's still in
the only one I rocked with was Cube. I didn't like the rest of them. I'm just biased like that.
When they first came out, I was a fan. Cube was my favorite one. I think Cube was everybody's favorite, and that's also on top of that because he came to the East Coast and started rocking with some of them, and he actually got on by himself by coming over here. You know what I'm saying? He came over here and got with APMD and Chuck D and all them stuff, and they actually helped put on his solo stuff. And so, but when they came out, when they disbanded, and let's say like when Dre went over to Death Row, I actually was feeling that Chronic joint. How can you not? That joint was fire. I mean,
if you do go messaging. And maybe I haven't listened to Chronic in a while, but I don't remember any messaging that
Oh,
was.
no. I didn't say it was message. I said it was fire because I like this. I like the song.
No. Oh, I don't think anybody can say what
there was
Trey
no
thinks
message.
that the Chronic was.
There was no message.
Anything. I
I
think the Chronic is one of those albums that's, just flawless. I don't think I can't think of anything wrong with the album. Even the new Compton album, if anyone listened to that,
I've heard that it was good. I haven't.
I listened to every track the other day.
I mean, my man is 50, so I'm like,
Well, he wasn't really rapping. He did an interview on his show. He has a show on Apple Music.
Of course he does.
Of course he does. Right, and he was doing it. They were talking to him, and he was like, "Yo, I'm not a rapper." Somebody called him a rapper. He said, "No, I never went by a rapper." He said, "I've always liked the beats. I always liked being behind the scenes. I might open up a track with a couple of rhymes, but I let people who actually know how to rap come in and rap." But so when you listen to this Compton, it's not much of Dre on there rapping. It's a whole lot of Kendrick Lamar.
That's the new artist.
Hey, but he good.
I know he is. I'm not saying he is.
And Eminem got a track on there. So
Hey, speaking of Kendrick, I wanted to make that point. Bison had made a point in the chat. He said NWA killed the conscious rap movement. And one thing I was gonna say to that, I recently grabbed Wale's new joint, and so I listened in a span of a week. I listened to Wale, Kendrick, and Lupe, and I'm like, wow. I mean, Kendrick's first album was fire, but this new album is something is different. I mean, and his style, but his intellect and his word craftsmanship.
You want to Pimp a Butterfly?
Oh yes, it's an incredible album to listen to. And I'm gonna tell you, it's like, when I listen to all three of those albums in the span of a week, it just really renews my faith that and Bison made the point that they're not getting a lot of play on radio. I still think conscious rap doesn't get played much on radio. I really don't.
They only play the booty music songs.
They trying to kill it.
But here's the thing.
It's the industry. It ain't the rappers though.
Yeah, it ain't hip hop. There's been a lot of conscientious rappers,
because that's true.
Because good wordsmiths. Because I don't need a message. Everybody don't need to send me a message, but I just want to hear good wordplay. Like, give me something other than just cuss words every other word. Like, give me something.
I go back to what Jay said on the Black album, and what he essentially said was, if conscious rap was the thing that was making money, he would have did that. And okay, you can say whatever you want about Jay for saying that, but the reality is not the artists. The artists are doing what they're trying to do to make money. At the end of the day, because if people were on it like that, where all we wanted to hear was that type of stuff, we'd still be hearing Yasin Bey, Mos Def, we'd still be hearing Common and all of them, and they'd be on the top of the charts. But nobody want to hear that. They want to do that nay crap and stuff. I'm sorry. Did I make you leave
my thing
camera?
is, I'm about to vomit, man.
Ghost, go ahead, Ghost.
What I think is, I think a lot of times where the artist can circumvent the system is, when you start thinking about Rakim and Chuck D and all these old dudes that used to throw a message, it was all hidden. It was, they were wordsmiths, man. They played with the words. They threw things out there. The streets knew what was going on. Everybody else, they thought it was noise. You know what I mean? This is why, America didn't like rap. So they have to take some responsibility. When they started doing the whole bunch of explicit words on the tapes, they said rappers had to take responsibilities. All these hip hop artists had to take responsibility. I think they still need to take some responsibility. But see, the industry wants to play for, they paying these, what's this, the Silento or something. I just don't.
Ooh, what?
Silent.
I just don't get it.
Wait, break that down. Hold on,
Yeah.
Ghost. What's that Silento piece? I don't know what that is.
This is the dude. He just said it. The Nene dude.
Oh, that's that guy name?
Yeah, he's like the biggest. He's the biggest thing.
That's weird
out
that he is.
now, and I'm
Here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna say to that. Here's what I'm saying.
I don't even listen to the radio no more. I hate this rap shit that excuse my language, but I'm a little passionate about music. They whack, man.
Here's the thing to that, because you got kids, I got kids. My daughter just had a birthday party. And, they was doing that all night. They was doing it all night.
Really?
Not really, because let's be real about a few things. Because I agree with y'all, but I must take it back because I guess I'm younger than all of y'all, so I'm not as bitter as the rest of you. So let me go ahead and
call us bitter old men?
Let me
retort.
Get off my rap.
Let me retort. Let me
say he's younger than all of us.
Let me throw a few nuggets out there real quick.
Wow.
Because
you hear this nonsense?
Hold on, let me finish because y'all didn't hear. You're not even hearing what I didn't say anything yet, so there's no nonsense to be said. I didn't say anything. Let me spin it for a hot second. Okay. Because we know that our parents didn't like our music back in the day. Everything that we talking about was hot. All the artists that we was talking about, our grandparents didn't like them. My mother didn't like them. If it wasn't Frankie Beverly, it was whack. We all know this is true. Okay. So everything that we thought was hot.
I don't know. My mom's like Heavy D.
See, Heavy D didn't. See, guys like Heavy D or something, they didn't say anything. Like my mother bought me an LL Cool J record. And it was like, I was like, really? And she didn't give me the early ones. She got me the old ones. That everybody just hush. LL. I was like, yeah, that's not the one I would have bought. But she got me that one. But here's the thing. When we grew up, and now wherever you grew up at, we all had stuff like going to the skating rink, going to the freak parties, going to all that, and there was dance music. We all had it. I mean, I could sit there and say I thought the wackest music of all time was Luke, but who didn't, outside of Rob, because he's so proper and prim and proper and ish, who didn't at least grab one butt listening to Luke record in a club? I did. Just dancing or whatever, just having fun.
Where I was from.
You a lie.
You was a damn lie. I was in the same place you was at, and they played.
You a lie. We all from the tri-state area.
I actually been down to Queens and Brooklyn and been to the clubs, and they
okay. Econius, you from North Carolina.
You a lie to you.
I'm from North Carolina. But what I'm saying is, there was always something.
New Jersey. In the Jersey City Medical Center, that's where I was born. I lived on Grant Avenue. Thank you. Between West Side and Bergen Avenue. I went to Snyder High School. My freshman year.
You and your credentials.
The point though I'm trying to make.
Just because you know your way around don't mean you was from there.
I know the train schedule. Anybody can know the train schedule. Let me stop.
I went to PS38.
Oh, here we go. See, now you're in this dude feelings. Okay, so he's from Tri-State. The point I'm trying to make is it's all good to have some fun. There was music that we had that was fun. I mean, think about it in terms of like this. If we looking at music, if you look at a group, let's say we looking at a group that when you look at their records and all that, they really didn't put out much. They didn't have any great records. I mean, records, not songs, records. Let's say, I don't know, Naughty by Nature. They put out awesome summer bangers. But, no, listen.
Okay, just be cool. Just making sure.
They had awesome summer records, but let's be real. Have you ever actually listened to their entire records? That's why they didn't have a bunch of songs go off. They was good rappers. I liked them, but I bought all their records and I listened to everything. And it's not just them. I could name a bunch of people that.
Well, the only
singles, records.
But like you said, the only singles that was out was the club stuff.
Exactly. I'm just saying.
With the exception of Uptown Anthem.
Yeah. I mean, they had stuff. I'm not saying they did nothing. I'm just saying, as far as having 19 songs on a track, I would probably only for real listen to 3. When we talk about great records, when you could put the whole thing on and never press rewind and never skip, they didn't have any of those. Not to me. but they had good stuff.
I'm from Jersey, and I gotta admit that
they had good stuff.
But most people didn't. It wasn't too.
That's not the point. What I'm saying is, with the stuff that they had, it was good to have something that you can jam to. I'm cool with that. I really am. I just don't like how it dominates. Like that Silento joint, I wouldn't rock with it. But my kids is having fun. They dancing. You don't gotta sit there and just be like, "Yo, this is dope, B." That ain't all. That's not the only music that we gotta have. I don't need only Diggable Planets. You see what I'm saying? I don't just need Diggable Planets. I can have stuff that you can rock to. I just don't like how, this is the only thing out, and it's the only thing on the record, and it is considered hip hop, because it's not hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The dance song, Silento is not hip hop to me. That's a dance song. That's a dance song. You can have them. Just say that's what it is. Don't say, we're gonna play this hip hop record, Silento. Like, no. I mean, everybody had, we all did the, you know what I'm saying? We could sit there and remember, like, that jam on it, jam on it, jam on it, jam on it.
I didn't do that.
But easy.
You're gonna throw a shoulder out. You're gonna throw a shoulder out.
But I'm not gonna lie. No, I get the same point because what was that one that came out that when Luke and them got big, they had another that train thing.
Luke had a whole bunch of hits.
Yeah, they had a dance song that came out, "Come and Ride That Train," some crap.
Come and Ride That Train.
It came out when I was like 11.
Luke is from our time. Luke is not a rapper. Who said he was ever a rapper?
But my point is, it goes back to my original point though. In that era when that stuff was being released, it was a bunch of different stuff in the realm of hip hop rap. You know what I'm saying? It's a realm of stuff. Whereas now it seems to be one singular focus.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying when that's why I say I disagree with people who say NWA helped sabotage the movie, whatever, because all that stuff still existed as well. So there was room to be both conscious and to be, quote unquote gangster rap, and to be just dance music, or to just be whatever. It was room for that. MC Hammer was around that time too, in the early 90s. So it was room for all of that.
It was, right, because I was over Coney's house the other day. He still got his hammer pants, and he wears them.
He's a lie.
He wears them, and he think nobody looking. He doing a typewriter across the kitchen floor, doing it. I'm not mad at him. I'm just saying.
But like I was saying, after that, it's like
getting off that quick.
I really do think after Biggie and Tupac, that era, when Puff Daddy started wearing them shiny suits, and Master P started going, when he started doing that crap, that was the fall of hip hop. That's what I think.
The dark era. The dark
days. He was always wearing shiny suit. He was wearing shiny suit when Biggie was around. So
yeah, but it got exponentially worse.
Yeah, it got bad.
And it don't help that, like, people like Jay is changing up. I mean, I guess you got to change with time.
You got it. I mean, I don't begrudge cats like Jay. When he's dead,
it's hurting, man. It's hurting hip hop. It's hurting the whole movement. It just.
But I don't think nobody cares. I mean, look at this. Look at this flare up between.
Don't. Let's not.
Don't mention that. Not on the show.
Don't give them no like. Don't give them no like.
The point I was getting to, it evolved to Mos Def saying something, and Lupe Fiasco. Lupe and I was like, I know these two ain't about to go at it.
But then he backed out.
And then he said, well, I think he was saying he was trying to make a point, and that he wasn't actually saying that somebody recorded and put out there without his permission. And at the same time, he's a rapper. He's gonna be like, nah, I'm not the best. I mean,
that always got me. Cats be like, I can't believe he was on the record and he dissed me. What'd he say? He called himself the best rapper. I'm like, so?
Everyone calls himself.
Like, so everybody think they went. What he's supposed to say? I'm not the best rapper.
Especially if you want anyway. He can kind of say stuff like that.
Yo, if you want, don't get mad at me talking about something. You gonna cuss me out? Make a song, cousin. That's what we used to do back in the day. Yep. You make one, I make one, and let's see what happens.
Don't get me started back on that.
Cool Mo D, LL Cool J.
Cool Mo D, LL Cool J, LL Cool J,
Songs.
Ice-T. It was just awesome. Go back in the day. And Cats got mad at
Productions.
Cat got mad at Ice-T because he was like, they showed him that joint, and he was like, man, this is whack. He's like, he ain't even say his name. Go ahead and say his name. You bought it like that. Let's know. Let's what you talking about.
I've been thinking about this dude all day. Whack. When I see them dudes, I'm gonna get them a wedgie or something. Like what? What are they saying?
But see, hip hop is in a different place. It's in the ugly place. There are some bright spots.
I want to go back to the Mobb Deep era, you know.
There's some bright spots. There are some bright spots like a Lupe Fiasco. And I actually like Lupe. I actually like Wale. I didn't at first, and I actually do now.
This last album is it's so unique. I mean, the fact that he's got Jerry Seinfeld, you know, it's actually really cool. And I'm gonna tell you another sleeper that not many people talk about, but it's like one of my favorite albums to listen to over and over. Childish Gambino, Before the Internet. I mean, man.
Miles Morales.
Yes, absolutely Miles Morales. Yes, Miles Morales, man. Childish Gambino. I mean, and it's so funny because his album and Kendrick's album remind me a lot of each other. The wordplay is impressive, but it's the beats. It takes you somewhere else. The beats are what they do with the instrumentation and the music on those albums is just different. It's just different. And I'll put Lupe in there in terms of just the word craftsmanship, man.
You know what?
Bison brought up somebody too that we didn't mention. Speaking of North Carolina, J. Cole.
Oh no, that's what I was about to say. I like
Fayetteville, North Carolina.
That's right, your hometown. Yeah, and it's cool because I like J. Cole. That's what I'm saying. There's a group of guys out right now. J. Cole is one of them. I liked him after his first album. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna support this brother every time he come out with some stuff. But you know, I didn't listen to a lot of Lupe Fiasco's albums. I was just listening to a song he did where he went and started rapping and then started rapping in German, then came back and rapped in English, then rapped in some more language. I was like, that was the hottest thing I've ever heard. Why isn't no one talking about this?
Are you on the YouTube chat?
No.
Yo, I have to address this because Armchair won't seem to let this go. We had to talk about No Limit because she seemed to be a little miffed that we seen her like was crapping on No Limit. I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there right now. No Limit got big. I'll just say that genre of music when I was about 18 or so, late 90s, right? And I couldn't stand it at first, coming from the north.
That was about 30 years ago.
Shut up. Coming from the north, I could not stand it. I was like, what is this crap? What is this crap? But then when I listened to it, let's be honest. The only person who could that actually had skills in No Limit was Mystical. So anybody, I don't want to hear nothing about no Silk and Shaka. I don't want to hear nothing about none of them. Let's just be honest. The only one who had talent was Mystical. Because if you listen to Mystical was the one who could actually convert you. You know, you listen to some of his albums, you like, oh, fire. Yeah. You know, that's it. So you can be mad at us for crapping on No Limit, but you know, like what was that one song? The na na na.
Oh.
It didn't get good to the remix, and the remix was good because it had Mystical at the end. Everybody waited for the end. We true soldiers. We don't die. You know, nobody remember that. It was like you wait that whole corny song just to get for him to spit a couple of bars.
You know what I did like.
Is that the dude that sing? He do take a bath, wash yourself.
Take a bath. Oh my God! See now you.
Oh no, he said take a bath.
He don't want to say
the other.
Yeah.
He's trying to clean it up.
But
I don't want to say it.
It's crazy.
Okay.
You talking about ruining hip hop. I think Silk the Shocker was the first to do that crazy auto-tune crap. I used to not understand what he was saying. I was like, yo, is it like 4 people rapping and they just can't be quiet? Tell them what. So I can hear what he's saying.
They got a bad connection.
Yeah, it sounds like he got a bad connection on his mic. It's just like, yo, I never I never got into none of them. I respected what they did just as bros, but that was where that ended. I mean, I can't hate another brother for getting money. I can't. I just can't do it.
So since this turned to the hip hop show, do we want to address Southern rap at all?
No. Please, no.
Wait. What do you mean? I like Southern rap, even back in the day.
No, whoever's shaking their head, I'll just go back to.
I knew something was wrong with you.
I'll just go back to Ludacris' first album.
Yeah, but Southern rap was hot before that. It was hot before that. I was when Outkast first came out with that joint. When Outkast first came out with that album, that joint was fire. That joint was fire when Outkast first came out. I don't know what you're talking about. That was like in like '94. That joint was insane. That joint was insane. To me, it felt different, but it was like, yo, they got skills. It sounded different, but they got skills. You saying Outkast was whack? Is that what you're doing? Oh, it seems like that's what you were about to do. Okay.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. You was like,
Outkast was revolutionary.
Who in their right mind would say that?
But think about it like this: are we not saying Ghetto Boys is not Southern rap? They're in freaking Houston. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
It's as far south as you can get in this country.
I was a fan of Scarface. I gotta admit.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost as far south as you can get in this country. That's Houston rap.
It's funny,
and Scarface to me is one of my top 5 rappers of all time.
I always think that when people refer to that region,
when you're top 5,
that's kind of rough.
If we was to do a top 5 right now, Scarface to me is the most underrated hip hop artist ever. I didn't say Ghetto Boys.
Yes, absolutely.
Ghetto Boys in general, I like them as a group, but Scarface, if you actually listen to the things he said, he was lyrically better than a lot of our favorites back in the day. But he was just because he was from Houston and not from New York, and it was just like, yo, but he was fire. To me, he carried Ghetto Boys. I don't care what you say. You can't talk me down off that one. I don't care what you say. And I love hip hop.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He in top 5?
He's in my top 5. Scarface. Lyrically, he's one of the best hip hop artists of all time.
Can we get to the question though? Is that considered Southern rap?
Yes, it's in Texas.
Yes.
Isn't Texas its own country?
Okay. Here's my perspective, and here's why I think
when people think Southern rap, don't they think like?
Yeah, you're about to say what I'm thinking, because that's why I said no. You're right. I mean, and I'm glad Face picked that up. That when we talk about Southern rap, we are talking about the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, but I honestly don't lump Texas in with Florida, because I mean I was in Florida in the '90s, and
don't make hip hop.
No, no. I agree. I totally agree with that. But I mean, there was this. Let me not go high and mighty on it. I'm not gonna go high and mighty on it. I don't know. I don't consider what was happening in Texas the same as what was happening in that Florida, Georgia, Carolinas.
But it was Southern rap, is what I'm saying. I mean, it wasn't the same. They didn't do stuff on purpose. They wasn't trying to play that country boy image, but it was still in the South. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, geographically. Okay, I'm with you.
There's a difference.
I don't even think Texans refer to themselves as Southerners.
I don't care what they refer to themselves. That's like Econius coming out here like, today I'm not going to be black. Really? Good luck with that.
Texas is not traditionally considered part of Dixie.
You gonna make me joke.
No, it isn't.
That's what I'm saying. It's never been considered part of Dixie ever in this country's history.
That's what I'm saying.
He's saying it is. I think he's saying it is.
It's in the South.
It's in the South.
If I'm sitting where I'm at right now, if I say, how am I going to get to Texas? Am I going to go north, south, east, or west? Okay, let's not do the east or west thing. If I'm going to go north or south, I'm going to go south. Way south. You're in the South.
And very far west. Yeah, okay. We can lump that in there. I'm with you.
What is Bone Thugs?
Cleveland.
That's Southern.
Is it?
Cleveland?
It's north.
I thought they was Southern.
In Ohio.
No, that wasn't Cleveland. That's Columbus. That's Columbus.
They was in Cleveland.
I don't know why they claiming Cleveland.
Bison ain't gonna let this go. He wants to talk about Neptunes, missing clips.
Yeah, I've been on East 99 and St. Clair Avenue. That is in Cleveland.
which is where?
That's where they say they from. I'm just saying it doesn't.
Regionally, is that northern or southern?
That's northern.
It's in Ohio. Ohio is bordered on Canada. What are you talking about? It's in Ohio.
We're talking geography now.
My point is, when people say,
let's stop talking about what people say. 'Cause we already talked about people in general are dumb as hell. It's in the north. Damn it! Now, if you want to say, is it East Coast?
Listen, anything outside of New York is southern.
Yeah, that's what we sound like right
straight
now.
Just now.
That's what we sound like right now. That's crazy.
Regionally and geographically, since the founding of this country, Yankee area didn't go further out than Pennsylvania.
That's because we're stupid.
And Dixie only went so far.
Listen,
New York City is
like
country.
Armchair just said, both us consider Midwest.
You can call it Midwest. I'm just want to call it Southern rap.
They country.
Yeah, it's not Southern rap.
They Southern.
I mean, that's like saying, to me, it's like saying Detroit. You said that's not really. It's because it doesn't take that long to get there. But I'm just saying, like, okay, you know, Detroit rap, that's Midwest. Okay. And there was a lot of rappers from Detroit outside of Eminem. I mean, what? I used to like Crucial Conflict back in the day. They from Chicago. I never said, "Oh, I'm not going to listen to them because they're from not New York."
Who said that?
You're right.
The point was talking about regional styles and how.
Yeah, I think
how sounds are categorized based on region of the country.
All right,
and it's not based on
Ohio players. They don't lump them into Southern guys. They're not South. What? We be at this all day.
Well, but
what are you talking about? You're talking about geography. We're talking about sound.
It's past midnight.
It really wasn't that. If you really think about it, like I said, there were some guys that had a different voice, like Crucial Conflict or whatever. There were some guys from Cleveland that sounded just like cats from New York. To me, it was just about certain groups. It was guys from New York that I didn't know what the hell they was talking about. I still don't like Rampage. I think that's one of the wackest rappers of all time. I like Busta Rhymes and everything, but damn.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, Busta was nice.
The chat room was funny.
I tell you who's dope, and a lot of people.
Who goes?
Redman.
Oh yeah,
I love Redman.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Redman was like that.
Yeah, Redman was that dude.
Yeah. Are y'all on the YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on. Well, obviously I'm on YouTube. So
yeah, it's hilarious.
So go ahead. So okay, I'm going to just read.
They didn't teach the geography in the tri-state.
No, but I think they taught geography in the tri-state. Wow. Yeah, that's funny. Y'all funny in the chat. Okay, all right. Ghost. I want to get you. I mean, we're way over time. This is going to be a really long show. Ghost, was there anything for the benefit of the roundtable you wanted to bring today before we close this show out?
No, I'm good, man. Save hip hop.
Save hip hop.
Hashtag save hip hop.
For $9.99 an hour, you too can save hip hop.
We can have one of those.
Your generous donation to an up and coming. Geekonis said, I think Geekonis, this is the point where you would typically jump in and say how Beats One is going to save hip hop by allowing new independent artists. No. Okay.
No, Beats One. I will say this. Now that it's been out a good 2 months now, a little over a month. Beats One is really a music discovery type thing, and it expands you to different genres of music. Apple Music in of itself, you listen to what you want to listen to. You can listen to, like I was listening to an old school hip hop station that only played from like 88 to like 95, if you will, of music, just random. But the radio station, Beats One, it's all up to the DJs. Like, I tuned in the other day, and my man from New York, he was doing the borough check. When he does the borough check, he normally just sticks to New York and might throw a couple of Jersey and Philly in there. But he started playing, some stuff that was just like all over the place. And then he started laughing and was like, nah, I'm gonna get back to the regular borough check. So Beats One is kind of just like, you don't know what you're gonna get. Dre might do something on his show. Q-Tip got his own show. They even let Jaden do it a couple times. Pharrell got a show. So they all just do their thing. Like when Q-Tip show kind of, I don't know what the hell Q-Tip be playing. Q-Tip just be playing some stuff that you just be like, whatever. So I think Apple Music, I think the only thing that's going to save hip-hop is, I think it's the same thing that we get on the movie industry. It's the same thing. I mean, it's the consumer. The consumer is going to dictate where this all going to go. And the reality is the majority of consumers are not us. We're not that demographic that's going to be, because if we were, we'd be pushing for the stuff we like. And it'd be more of that. But, going back to this Nene stuff, that's what they like.
Yeah.
It's...
Yeah. I want
that's why pop is so popular.
Yeah, even in my house.
Right. All right.
Two things. Trying to break every radio in here.
Two things about music that I want to mention while we're talking about that really have hit me hard this week. I'll start with the lesser. If I recommend you guys check out Pharrell Williams' new video, Freedom. Wow. The imagery is really powerful. It's really pretty good. And I'm gonna tell you, and if you go to the NBC website and check out Lauryn Hill's rendition of "Feeling Good" that she did on Jimmy Fallon's, I've been pubbing that on Twitter this week. Oh my gosh, it is.
Was it good?
You tore that up.
Yo,
and it just makes me so mad that she hasn't done another album yet.
It is.
I am so hesitant to.
She's punishing the industry like Prince.
Dude,
yeah,
listen.
I don't. It's not that she's one of my favorite artists ever. It's just that every time she come out with something, and every time she comes and pokes her head out, she'll do something hot, and it's like, is she coming back? Then she just disappears again.
Yeah, and I know this because she has some tour dates set up. It looks as though she's getting ready to go back out there. So
if she comes out with another record, I promise you, I'm buying it. It may not be. I don't think.
She was supposed to do a tour in Africa, right? And they had to cancel it.
Yeah.
I think she's going. Yeah. I think I follow her on Facebook. I think she updated her page recently, so they're about to do it. I think they're going to end up doing it.
I mean, I'm not being real. I'm being realistic. I'm not expecting another Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I'm really not, because that's right. To me that was a perfect record.
Yeah.
And you can't even. And there's no group that's been able to do two of the same type of records. You could do a bunch of hot stuff, but at the same time, I would just like to hear her come out with something, because I think she was a breath of fresh air in the music industry, both in hip hop and in music, in just in R&B in general. So.
Yeah.
So I think she was an underrated lyricist. She was an extremely underrated lyricist. Because I was watching something, I don't remember the show, it was a long time ago, and they was talking about it, and they had like Fat Joe and a couple other hip hop artists or whatever, and they was talking about, different artists, and somebody brought up Lauryn Hill, and they was like, well, I wouldn't call her a rapper, I say she's a good entertainer. And I was like, yo, real talk, if you put a mic in front of her and she roast you. I don't know why she would not be a good. She's
I saw her do a cappella.
Yeah, I mean,
she did a freestyle on a show, and I was like,
yeah, Lauryn Hill.
Even if you listen to that joint she did after Miseducation, where she did the MTV joint.
Unplugged.
The Unplugged piece.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't a complete album per se, but. The Mystery of Iniquity. Pull that up on YouTube so we get off this show.
The beast lyrically, I don't even know.
Oh my God, the Mystery of Iniquity, fire.
And that's what I mean. That's why I was so disappointed. I mean, now she had her personal things going on, so you got to take care of that first. But as a consumer, I was so disappointed because I was waiting. I've been waiting for years. I've been waiting for the better part of 20 years.
Bison can't go on my girl like that. I'm sorry, I can't let it happen.
But it's the truth. It's the truth.
I can't let y'all go, man. We don't have many rappers and stuff.
Yeah, she lost.
We don't have many out of Jersey, so we had to fight for everyone. And you can't be going on Lauryn like that. Come on.
But wait, all he said was the truth. All he said was she's always late for shows, and that's documented.
And then We never know when Crazy L Boogie shows up.
Well, okay. Well, I'm not gonna touch that one, but I'm not gonna touch that one. But
hey, but see, real, I know we don't want to go back on it, but I'm looking at what Armchair Commentary said, and that's what I was saying earlier. It's good to have the dance songs. I personally don't. I don't hate that name. I don't. But this is what I'm saying.
Music Factory.
I don't hate, but that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Let me stop. Don't do that. But I don't hate the dance songs now. It's just like you said. There's no diversity. It's only that, and that is considered hip hop. I think that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So you got like the Silento. Truth be told, my girls was dancing. I was having fun watching them. I want that dude to say, "Turn that crap off in my house." I ain't do all of that. I didn't want to do all of that. Yeah, but at the same time, it bothers me that it's only that.
I don't know. I'm almost broke a couple of phones and iPads today, though.
Yeah, I'm cool. Like the girl, they had something to dance to. I mean, it's good. I mean, this
playing it over and over and over.
Now, see, that's the problem. This all that is. You see what I'm saying? I mean, listen. You got an 8-year-old. She's gonna play that joint over and over and over again. That's just what you're gonna do.
And it's not just that. You listen to it's like I was there's a show on Beats One where they do the regular charts, and I listened to the charts and I was just like, these crazy names of some of these quote unquote rappers, and then I told myself I'm just gonna listen to what they're saying. They're not even, there's no craft to it anymore.
No, they're dance songs. They're niche songs. It's about the beat. It's about the dancing. It ain't really about.
Got a girl and I'm gonna make her and I'm gonna do this with her at the club like. What?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff like that.
Lyricism is.
I could probably write that tonight. Put it on.
You already know that joint. I got the joint called the Monkey Dance. We could put it on YouTube today.
All right.
I wish I was a rapper.
So what?
All right.
I think Go say he come. No.
I know.
No. You know what he's trying to do.
I know what he's trying to do. Don't go there, Cody. Don't go there. Let it be.
Not gonna do it.
Let it be.
Somebody put on a beat.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hang up as soon as y'all put it on too.
Let's put a beat on. Somebody get that. Somebody cue up that.
Not gonna do it.
Cue up the Shook Ones instrumental.
You not gonna do it.
That's what happened. I want to hear Bison rap.
Ah!
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, okay. Let's
Bison
talking smack is called getting older.
Listen. Hey, real quick. Armchair Commentary. I was with you until you brought up Fetty Wap. I'm gonna tell you right now, there ain't nothing about that dude that I'm gonna co-sign for.
I think that's the one I was talking about. I heard that song the other day. I was like,
I will never co-sign for that one. That's just no.
I heard that the other day. I was like, what is this? I'm still trying to figure out what a track queen is. I'm afraid to look it up.
We ain't got time.
I'm afraid to look it up on the Urban Dictionary because the last time y'all gave me a term and I looked it up,
don't do it.
I was all messed up with that.
You don't know what a Fetty Wap is? Just
don't.
He said Fetty Rap. Is that what it is? What is it?
No, Fetty.
Don't ask.
What? Look, just don't worry about it. Trust me, it's one of those things you don't. This isn't like the term we told you to go look up. This isn't like that.
It's worse than Ratchet.
It is Ratchet.
It is Ratchet. It is Ratchet. It is. All right. Okay. We can keep this going all night. All right.
We're gonna pick this up at Periscope. I know we're talking about it at least 3 times this week.
You're gonna talk about. All right. I got one cute story and then I'm gonna wrap this show.
Can I ask one quick question before you?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Periscope. Do
yes.
people do that when they drive by any chance?
Yes, actually.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm waiting for you. You know me.
I'm waiting for not when they're riding. When they're actually driving.
Yes. People Periscope while they drive. Yes, absolutely.
Because I surely had an inspiration the other day, and I was like, I should just hit the app button. I don't have to look at the phone. I can just look straight ahead. I almost did it. I was just wondering if that's a thing.
People do it. I've seen people on boats I've seen, I've seen people on, yes, it actually happens. So, and I think Armchair will definitely appreciate this story. So I was working on my Windows 10 machine and trying to get work, and my 5-year-old was melting down, just melting down, fussing and yelling, and he's like, "It's not fair! It's not fair! Stop! It's not fair! It's not fair!" And I just finally just said, "What is the problem? Why are you fussing? He's using the force, and it's not fair that he's using the force." And I'm like, I just said, I told that, I said, "Will you please stop using the force like that?" He's like, "Okay." So I think I have done my job as a geek parent. I think I have achieved when my children are yelling about the fairness of using the force. I think that's awesome.
We're having philosophical debate in my house. My kids are mad because I'm Sith. They're talking about, how can you be Sith? We should be Jedi. And I was like, you can't live in this house if you want to be a Jedi.
No, I have one full-blown Sith. One full-blown Sith. Yeah, I got one that may go to the dark side.
She wants to be my apprentice because I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. And she's a beast. All right, let's wrap this thing because it's so crazy late, and some of us have to go to work in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, punketeers,
living together.
Yes, exactly. Oh yeah, Geeks All Brother. Yo, that was a very proud. I'm like, yeah, I have achieved. I've done my job. It was great. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much. This has been a really, really great show. Big thanks to King Face. Big thanks to Ghost. Big thanks to Dark Geekonius. Thanks so much. I thank everybody in the chat room, man. You guys, the chats, it really make a difference. Yo, you kept us going, and I mean to Bison, to Armchair Commentary. As soon as I get my phone back, I'll be cruising with you, Bison for life. Thanks, man. All you guys really appreciate it.
Mace Windu's still alive. That's my new hashtag. I'm hashtagging every day. Mace Windu is still alive.
Yeah, let's hope so, man. I can't wait. But thank you guys so much. For those who are watching online, who are watching on YouTube, make sure that, and for everyone else, check out the www.theblackgeeks.com. We got lots of crazy articles going. Matter of fact, I finally got kicked off. My Voltron article got pushed off the front page.
It's still on the front page, Rob.
Yeah, well, no, but it's not right there at the top. I want it up there in the top, but see, I was going crazy. I was going to write all those articles I said I was going to write, but then I realized it wasn't really you. It was your push thing. It wasn't you. You were busy somewhere else. So that's why I didn't unleash my Onion-esque droid articles, because I was about to go there. But anyway,
don't do it.
Is that a challenge? Is that a challenge?
I'm just saying. I will go hard on the Android.
No. You missed what I said I was going to do. No, I was going to make Onion-esque articles about droids. Like I was going to write an article about C3. It's like C3PO was seen in a bar after shooting today. As they wrapped the Star Wars series, I was gonna pick like random droids and bots and Onion.
I can't use satire.
I was gonna go there, boy. But anyway, so make sure that you check out the blackgeeks.com. We got lots of really great articles. And I'm working on my. I was talking a lot about Voltron this week. Man, I'm thinking about doing another Voltron 2 outline, because Voltron 1 outline was so good. I may do a Voltron 2 outline. But just follow the Black Geeks. Follow it, because there's a lot of stuff we're putting up there. Everybody's writing articles. It's really great. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Black Geeks, Google+. We're also on Twitter at the Black Geeks. We're on SoundCloud. We're on iTunes, and we're trying to drive more content onto SoundCloud and iTunes. Just technical stuff we're trying to get through there.
And some of us is on Periscope. Might as well put that out there.
Yeah, I'm on Periscope. You can use our Twitter feeds. Anybody that follows us, I'm on Periscope. Dark Geekonius is on Periscope.
Kinda.
Hopefully he'll be fully dressed in some of his newer ones.
You couldn't really see the white beater that, but you couldn't really see.
But dude, it was black. I was like, he's wearing a black. Oh god, I don't like saying that word. And,
if I'd have wore a white one, it would have been worse.
That would have been horrible. Yeah. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that would have been bad. And then, and make sure you follow Ghost as well. He's gonna be giving you survival tips on how to make a. What were you making? You were making a compost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost giving us a tip of making compost. So we're periscoping all over the place. So we're here for you, ladies and gentlemen. That is our show. Thank you so very much, and we will be back same bat time, same bat channel next Sunday, 10:30 p.m. Maybe we'll go see Fantastic Four. Then again, maybe not. Peace, love. See you guys.